It's Diana Sherabin here from 108create.com, and I am here in Vancouver, BC, and I have decided to hook up with my friend, photographer and videographer, Darko Sikman, to talk about goals. Goals are extremely important and a huge part of my life. I'm going to go through my step-by-step analysis of how I create goals and how I make them happen. The first step is to write down your goal. It's really great if you have a goal in your mind, but if you haven't written down, you haven't really put it out to the universe that this is what you're actually serious about. Second most important thing is to make it very clear and concise. If you're not clear about what the goal actually is, it's not going to be happening. Another important thing is having an expiry date. If you don't give yourself a by when, then this goal may never be achieved. My goal was to work at Lululemon SSC in Vancouver. In my instance, I wrote down this goal and then I started telling everyone I knew. I wrote it in my journal, I looked at this journal all the time, and then I started to take steps to make it happen. On my first trip to Vancouver, I made a phone call to plant the seed for achieving my goal. I got a tour of the Lululemon SSC by a really great recruiter, and I ended up meeting Chip Wilson, which doesn't happen every day. It was a really, really great experience, and a few months later, I got a phone call from that recruiter. And what happened was, Lululemon ended up flying me out to Vancouver, not only for an interview, but to climb a mountain, the Grouse Grind, with the founder of Lululemon, Chip Wilson, who happens to be one of my biggest inspirations. The thing that happened though, was by the time the goal came around, my goal had shifted. I started to realize that my goal was actually to be an entrepreneur and to found my first company, which ended up coming true. So the point here is that you need to re-examine your goal. Writing the goal, it doesn't end there. Go back every week, every month, every year, and look at your goals and see if they are what you truly want to achieve at that point. It really does not matter what your goal is or how big it is. Don't limit what is possible. Just put it out there to the universe and don't really worry about how it's going to happen. Plant the seed and just take the first small step. And you'll be so amazed at how the universe aligns to make it happen. The last thing I want to talk about is my little secret weapon with goal setting. And that is put your goals absolutely everywhere. What I've done is I actually made one of my goals my license plate. I've learned a few other tricks from a few friends. My one friend, Steph Corker-Irwin, she actually published all of her goals and her bucket list on the internet. Another great blogger, Carolyn Coles, she has turned her goals into art and makes her goals passwords. This way, every single day, you are reminded about your goals and it pushes you further into achieving them. That's it for goal setting today. If you want more tips and tricks, you can join our newsletter, follow us on Twitter, or join our Facebook page. Happy goal setting!